Hey guys, Stewart here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse John Stewart Green Lantern. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, as I said before, today we're taking a look at the John Stewart, keeping the Mad TV vibes alive, damn straight. Taking a look at the John Stewart Green Lantern from McFarlane Toys' DC Multiverse line. And is it just me, or does anyone else hear the Justice League intro in their head right now? I'm just saying, I love me some John Stewart. But with that being said, I think this is one of the better not Batman, Superman related characters they've done in quite some time. I really like this guy. I've got, I think, one of the Flashes. I don't have a ton of non-Batman, Superman related characters, mostly because they don't make a lot of those. But this guy, the Gorilla Grodd, and maybe there's a couple others off the top of my head, I can't remember. This guy is really awesome. Bleh, if I could talk, I'm flabbergasted. What can I say? Again, I love me some John Stewart, so let's just get right into it here. That is John Stewart, if I ever saw one. Now, he does come with quite a bit of accessories, and we'll go over that during the accessories, but aesthetic-wise, he looks good. He's got lots of paneling on his suit. Very techie kind of design. It's not flat. He does have a peg hole on his back, which does serve a purpose. It does. But yeah, he looks really good. Really, really good. I believe he was a Marine, right? John Stewart was a Marine. Hal Jordan was a pilot. And was Kyle Rayner an artist? And then Guy Gardner was just an asshole. As far as I know, I could be wrong, but it seemed like it, especially in all the shows I used to watch with him in it. But articulation on this guy is actually really good. He's got the double ball peg in the head. They've taken away the neck joints, which I think is kind of for the best, because sometimes they're able to get him to do it, to look up and down pretty easily without the neck moving. And this guy, as you can tell, is no exception. Look at that. He looks straight up. Straight up tripping, boo. He can tilt. Look side to side, look down. You could snap his neck and kill him. Look at that. Why would you want to do that, though? You can't hate on John Stewart. I don't allow it. Shoulders, a little loose on this side, but not too bad. But it is a butterfly joint, kind of, so you can shift it around in there. Goes in and out. It's got a bicep swivel double joint at the elbow. Kind of stiff, but it does work. There you go. Just got to crack it. Can punch himself in his own face. I do wish he did have some fist hands, because it'd be nice to just have him punching something, but whatever. I'm sure you could maybe swap him out with another figure later down the line when they make one with fist hands. But he does have the ball hinge wrists that do also rotate here and here. Too shabby. Diaphragm joint, kicks that far back. Kicks forward a little bit. Not a lot. It does rotate and has a little bit of tilt. You get a little bit more out of the waist. His abs are a soft rubbery piece. Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of crunch going on, though. That's about the one downside with this figure. You can get him forward a little bit, but not a lot. But, again, it's John Stewart. Does he do that a lot anyways? I don't actually recall. Hips kick forward and back. He's got the diaper piece going on, so be careful you don't want to tear that, but it seems good enough. Hips also kick out a little bit. I think this side kicks out further than this side. Am I seeing that right? Seems like it, but it's not that big a deal. It's probably just some schmutz in the way or something stupid like that. I don't know. Look at that. Something else in the way. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now it's out. Just have to, yeah, put a little elbow grease in there. And then he's got thigh cut, actually, a little teeny quiver of thigh cut. Double jointed knee, he can almost kick his own Green Lantern, can he? Well, he can kick himself in the lower back. I guess it's close enough. And then he's got the ball hinge ankles that do work pretty well. And I will say they are getting better at the ankles on these. Look at these. Those are damn near flawless. There's a little bit of a gap here. But you gotta have that to get the range. But look at that. It looks pretty good. He does have a toe joint too, which is not so good. Because it's kind of loose. Especially on this side. But he wants to stand, so I'm going to ignore that. He's also got peg holes on the bottom of his feet. And that's your lot. Really solid figure. Really, really solid. I don't know if the gauntlet pieces come off. I assume maybe they would if you pop the hands out, but I think he always has those. And they don't look translucent, so I don't think they're part of his kind of construct armor that he has. But again, I could be wrong. I just don't want to pop the hands out and pull those off and not be able to get them back on. So that being said, excuse me, gee whiz. Been talking so much, I gotta gasp for air here. Ugh. Well, with that being said, again, let's move on to the accessories. Almost forgot what I was gonna say there for a minute. Moving on to the accessories, and John Stewart does come with quite a nice spread. I have to say, this is the most accessories I've gotten with one of these guys since, well, actually, Batman Beyond did not have too shabby of a spread now, did he? But I think this is some pretty cool stuff here. So, of course, we have our standard display stand. Whatever, we've seen it a million times. It's cool, but we've seen it. Got the collectible trading card. Which, of course, has a picture of John Stewart on it. Excuse me, John Stewart. And then on the back, you got a bio. I don't know if this is a generic Green Lantern bio or one specifically for John Stewart. They actually did do a John Stewart figure before. It was the animated look. I do not have that figure, but I wouldn't mind checking it out. Now, he also has this kind of construct armor piece, which he was actually packaged with, and all you do is slide it over the figure's noggin, and it sits on him well. Gives him some bulkier shoulder armor and a bit of a chest plate. And then you can take this backpack, which actually has what looks to be a sleeping bag on the bottom of it, which is kind of interesting. And you can peg this in to hold the armor in place. Now, the armor doesn't really peg into anything in the front, probably to give it a better aesthetic, so you might need to heat this up and warp it down. It is a soft enough material that would be relatively easy to do, but it's a thing. And then, last but certainly not least, look at this. These kind of freaking construct minigun. Does not spin. As far as I know, it doesn't. No, that doesn't spin. It would probably be loose if it did. Which has a handle here and a handle here. Now, I'm going to recommend that you heat the hands up before you try and get him to grip this, because it is kind of a pain in the neck to get in the hands. But other than that, looks fantastic. Nice translucent gray plastic. Nice stiff plastic, too. It's not going to warp over time like some of the McFarlane accessories. But with that being said, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here's John Stewart next to a couple other members of the Justice League. We got the first Superman McFarlane toys ever did. Shout out to T-Biz for that one. And the Greg Capullo style Flash, which is essentially the same figure as the standard Flash, even down to the peg holes on his back. I'm not sure when I'll get around to reviewing that. He does come with the Red Death, so we do need to wrap up the Dark Knight's Metal collection one of these days. Up next here he is, next to the only other Green Lantern-ish figure I have from this line. Got the Dark Knight's Metal Dawnbreaker, which does have a fist hand, So if you really wanted to, I suppose you could heat and swap the hands out and give John Stewart a punch your freaking lights out hand. Kind of small, though. And then for a Justice League villain comparison, got the Injustice 2 Gorilla Grodd, who, again, scales better with DC Classics, maybe, but I don't think looks too bad here. And last but certainly not least, got a 2 regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and let's just be honest, I've been jonesing to get my hands on a John Stewart figure for the longest time. Excuse me, John Stewart! Gotta keep that Mad TV reference alive, don't I? Either way, couldn't really afford the DC Classics one. That's like $40-$60 now. So this is gonna have to work for now. I do want that old Mattel one, but this one, let me tell you what. He's got the minigun, he's got the backpack, he's even got the battle armor. It's a really cool looking figure, man. I don't know what else to say other than it would have been nice if it came with a fist hand so you could just punch the crap out of you. But other than that, I think this figure's damn near flawless. I really like this guy a lot. He comes with a lot of stuff. Like I said during the King Robin / Robin King. Again, what the hell is that thing's name? This guy comes with a lot more accessories, and you definitely feel it here. They're starting to do a little bit more with the accessories as far as I'm concerned, and unfortunately they just didn't with that Robin figure. But this guy, they loaded him up. So maybe that's why Robin got the short end of the stick, huh? Either way, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up. This guy's awesome. I think this figure's badass, especially with that big minigun. And yeah, I'm definitely going to display him with all of his accoutrements, as it were. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. As well as hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions, where you can check out live unboxing videos of all kinds of things. Again, we need to get back on that train, get that a rolling again, as Aerosmith says. But and as always, in case you miss them, I had a brain fart there. In case you miss them, I do upload them to IGTV afterwards, so you can watch them in their full train wreck glory. And also, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you like this figure, if you don't like this figure, if you're jonesing for this figure, or if you're going to pass on this figure. Personally, if you don't have the old Mattel one, I think you should definitely pick this one up. If you do, I'd say at least check it out. I would not be opposed to owning both. I'll just say that right now. I think this guy, that minigun would, I think, work with the Mattel one, wouldn't it? Or does he just have open or closed fists? I can't remember offhand. Either way, looks awesome. I really love this figure. What can I say? But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when you're flabbergasted and can't remember how to do your outro correctly. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. I don't want to